everyone, what's going on? Joey here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about tornado sirens down here in the Wildwoods, and really sirens in general, because there's a very, maybe not interesting history, but it's something that many small towns don't do anymore. Now before I get started, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So something very interesting happened this morning. I had gotten a phone call and a text message stating that the city of North Wildwood was going to be testing their tornado warning system, which is a loud siren, and that they were letting us know that there was no real tornado. Take a listen.
As part of North Wildwood's Awareness and Preparedness Week, the tornado siren will be tested at 11 a.m. this morning. This is a test and not a real emergency. If it was an actual tornado, upon hearing the siren, you should seek shelter in a secure portion of your home and stay away from windows.
Now, to be honest with you, that's something we really don't think about down here, especially down the shore. You think about that, why would they have a tornado warning? Well, there's actually a whole system of warnings that they have down here. That's right, there's actually a sign posted around the city talking about what every single siren is and how it actually communicates. And to me, I found it very interesting because it's something we really don't think about. You know, you guys might live in Philadelphia, maybe you live in New York, maybe you live in Washington Township. You never hear sirens unless there's a fire. But down here in North Wildwood, you hear sirens daily. There's actually a system put in place that at 12 o'clock noon, the sirens go off to remind folks that it's 12 o'clock noon. Now, looking up the history of sirens down here, it turns out that a siren has been a part of the Wildwoods for almost an entire century. You know, I believe it was in 1930 that they started putting these sirens out there to tell people the time. Unlike today, where we have our cell phones and our watches, we could tell the time no matter the time of day. Back then, you still had to crank watches and you had to crank clocks. So the city had one clock, and based off of there, when it hit noon, the siren would go off and people would go ahead and tune their clocks to make sure that, well, yeah, it's definitely 12 o'clock noon. If not, you can change the hands on your clock to make sure that it conforms with the rest of the island. Now, over time, they came up with other uses for this siren, such as evacuations and floodings and tornadoes to that list. And from this photo and this sign they actually have posted throughout the island, it talks about every single sound and how they sound completely different. Now, the reason why I came to the park here in North Wildwood is because you can actually see the siren. It's right over here. It's something you really don't notice unless you're looking for it. And to be honest with you, they have about 6 or 7 of these throughout the island. And you really don't notice them until you're actually just walking around and you're like, oh, what is that thing? And now, as you can tell, at least looking at this one, some kind of bird made it its home, maybe a falcon or a bald eagle. But from time to time, they have to test these features out to go ahead and make sure they still work. And today, this morning, at 11 o'clock, those things started ringing. And according to the information that they give on the sign, for a tornado warning, they ring for 5 minutes continuously. Now, it sounded very, very eerie to hear it ring for so long. I mean, this is what it sounded like from my house. So going through a pandemic and hearing that definitely kind of woke us up and went, oh my God, what's going on? But thank God they sent us out that notification letting us know that, don't worry, there's no tornado, nothing to worry about. Everything is fine. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, but Joey, if they use this for emergencies and things like that, why do they still to today play the 12 o'clock siren when everyone has their phones and their watches and so on and so forth? And well, to be honest with you, I think it's just tradition. Because it's been here for so long and it's been a common sound on this island for so long that I'm pretty sure they're just doing it for that reason. Obviously, no one needs to sync up their watches or their clocks at home. Obviously, for the most part, if you really don't have any kind of notification of what time it is, you could literally flag someone on the road and say, "Hey, what time is it, fella?" Maybe in that 1920s voice. But I think it's just tradition. And I kind of think it's cool that we still have it down here. Next time you hear a siren, look at the time. It's probably 12 o'clock. Or if you hear a very long one for 5 minutes straight, it means there's probably a tornado in the area. But anyway, I hope I taught you guys something cool today. I like giving you guys videos like this. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. I'm Joey, and I'll see you guys on the beach. See you later. Bye.